Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good day. To continue with our class, we're going to look at the interface of Microsoft Access. So this is where we stopped last class, and I task you to ensure that you create your table up to 10 records. Now, I have 5 records here already. So with this, we want to look at the environment of Microsoft Access. So in Microsoft Access, the interface on the ribbon, we have the file, we have the home tab, create tab, external data, database tools, help, table tools, table fields, table, that is when the table is active anyway. Then on the ribbon, on the home tab, let's start from the home tab. So we have the common group of command view. So the view, we use it to move from datasheet view to design view. So presently we are in datasheet view. If you want to go to design view, just click on the view button, then click on design view. So you use your design view to prepare your table. Then when your table is prepared, then you can go back to your datasheet view to start entering the records. Then from there we have the clipboard that contains the buttons that we can use for uh, formatting our table. For example, you want to copy, you want to cut, you want to paste, then you make use of the clipboard buttons. Then after the clipboard, we have the sort and filter. So to sort your data, to request for something, then you make use of your sort and filter a group of command. Then records. On records, so we can work on our table, creating more, editing our rows and columns, okay, using AutoSum, the total, to calculate, to find some calculation, saving our record, adding more record using the new button, and so on and so forth. Then from there, the most important tab that we have here is this create tab. So on the create tab, we have the template, application paths, we have the tables. If you want to create tables, queries, forms, report, macro, and macros. Then we also have module. Now, I haven't mentioned all this. These are the database objects. I don't know, probably I mentioned them in the first section of our last class. The Microsoft Access objects include the table, the query, the form, the report, the macro, and modules. But the 4 major ones that you work with is the table, the query, the form, and the report. Okay, I haven't created a table with this simple content. Then we can query this table to generate our query. We can make query, means making requests from existing table, retrieving information from existing table. For example, I only need the name and the age of the students of the records in the table. I can query that table. Then form, we use it to customize our information. Probably we want to use a form to enter data into the table, or we want to use the form to retrieve information from the table. We use form. Then the report, when you are trying to give an output of what you have done so far, then you have to create a report for such output that you want to generate. So these are how we make use of our. Then the macro contains some informations about the table you have created and the modules and some other things like that. So these are the 6 objects of Microsoft Access. Now, if you want to edit your table, the fields that are available in your table using the datasheet view that we currently presently are, you want to edit your table, then you make use of your table tools. So the table tools is here. So table fields, for example, I have name, age, class, address, phone number, date of birth, country, then pocket money, married. Then if I want to add or delete a particular table, so I can simply click on, for example, I want to remove the married, then you select the table header, which is the married, then you click on delete. That will prompt a question: do you permanently delete the selected field? So if it is yes, you click on yes, and if it is no, you click on no. Then if you want to add more, you can simply click on click to add. At the same time, probably the data type that you selected for a particular field, you want to change it. So this is where you come to. You make use of the table field to change the data type. For example, this is pocket money. The currency data type is what is given to it, but I want to change it to number. So I can just click on it and go to data type, then select the new. So if I select number now as the new data type, the dollar sign is going to be removed. Okay, so if I want to go back, then I click on currency, so it will be added. So that's how we change data type. So we can use to change data type, to edit, and to do some other things like that. So having said this, then one more thing we can do from here, we can reposition our field, that is moving field from to the left or to the right. For example, I want address to come before class. So all I need to do is hold down my, click on the header of the field that you want to move, hold down your mouse and move. So that will automatically move it to the position you actually want to place it. So that's how we arrange, work with our table, edit and format our table. So we have created a table. Now we can add more record. So if I want to add more record now, so I don't need to tamper with ID, because the data type that I use for the ID is auto number. So automatically it will increase as I'm adding record to the other field. So I want to add one more record now. So I click on name. So immediately I type this, then the ID will automatically generate another value. Then click on tab to move to next field. So the field age, you can just put whatever you like there. Then next address, let's say Abeokuta. Next class, SS1 or SS2, phone number. So there's something I want to explain about the phone number. Here the phone number, we see that we are starting with a leading 0700090. Now what data type did I use for this phone number? If you check up here, you see that it is short text. So because all the values are number, that does not mean it should be number as a data type. If I use number, then it's going to truncate all the leading zero. So that's why it is not suitable for me to use number for the as the data type for the phone number. So that's why it take text. So the content of a field is determine the data type that you are going to use for it. Okay, now date and time, you see that for the date of birth, instead of using number as well, we use date and time, because that has a special character, the slash or the hyphen. It depends on the format that you define your data, you define your date and time. So month come first, August 23 2002. Then you move on like that. Now this is a drop down. When don't you remember when I talk about lookup wizard? So it is lookup wizard we use to get this. Then the amount for pocket money